boot camp and she secured a job as a project manager. So if you are looking at what is going on in the people outside Nigeria, at some point it was like she was carrying the project on her head, doing everything, but you can see it started paying out now. So that's the when you are working hard, dedicated commitment, this is the way the result turned out to be. Halfway to the boot camp, she secured a job, and you start going. If you get any other job, you become her experience will continue to multiply. So, Matilda, are you raising your hand? Do you want to present for your group?
Yes, sir.
Which group is that?
Southeast.
Okay. You have the floor. Matilda, we are waiting.
Yeah, come on, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. My name is Chinechere Edward. So I'm representing the South group on our weekly project status update. With me is Angulita. So our slide outline, we have the project overview, progress.
Matilda Chinechere will be pleased if you skip this protocol and go straight to the point. We already know about all this, so there's no need of dwelling on all these protocol. Go straight to the main issues.
Okay, sir. Okay, our reporting.
You can even skip this overview.
I can skip it. Okay.
Yes, yes, just to the can start from the summary.
Okay. Okay, our progress summary. The scope is on track, and we are still on the goal of increasing Neras.com by 50% within the first year of expansion. Then our schedule is on track, and there was a timeline extension to December 2024. Then our budget, we are still on it. Then our policy is good, and there is much improvement. Our resources is adequate, and then all project managers and business analysts are actively involved. Like, we are working tirelessly to make sure everything is a success. So our achievement for the week, which is our milestone, 3 influencers in approved partnership, and those influencers are from Ebonyi State, and they approved partnership after a careful review of the Neras.com proposal. And their names are Yoruba Chika Yoruba, NBG Onitsha, Ibueze, Oji Michael is the truth. And then we also created a book at Neras.com, which the reason is for collaboration, teamwork, and your marketing campaign. So I will take up from here.
Good evening, sir. My name is Enrico Koma. So I'll be speaking on risk and issue management. The first issue we are having here is unavailability of team members for the weekly meeting. The impact is so high, but the solution about it is we are reaching out to the team members to know the reason why they are not coming up. So we are still on it. The second issue is low engagement of team members in Neras.com, which the impact is also low But the solution there is we discuss about having a daily post from one team at a time and repost it by others. So that is what we discuss on the risk issues. So the next activities we have for next week about it is daily post on errors and other social medias, which all the team members are responsible for it. So the comment there is team members are to follow a structure that is in the value position of the nearest.com. The second activity is so that one has been already solved, but that is what we discussed the other time. So we say next week we have to continue with it. The appointment of the new deputy lead, which we all discussed, because the previous person is not usually present during the meeting. The former deputy was not always with us, so we nominated another person, which the project sponsor have already approved for us today. So that one has been solved. So in the second activities we're having next week is creation of new project plan. So which all team members are also responsible for it. Then the comment is a baseline our project plan. So this is all we have for next week activities, and this is the weekly project we have for this week too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Awuleka and Chinecherem, for your presentation. That is on point. You just went straight to the point. And like the issue of unavailability of team members, this is a high risk. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to be lowering our standard. Every team, that's why I said I might not be talking about it, but we need to have documentation of our attendance of every meeting. At the end of the day, we're going to use it to make a decision about every team member. It's serious because we're investing a lot of money now on our system. We're upgrading our standard. We're not going to allow anybody to bring our standard down. It's either you comply with our standard or you don't even join us at all. We know the quality, we know the commitment. We are not begging people to join our ecosystem. We are the people that are going to be benefiting. As a matter of fact, you are benefiting more than me because this is about your career we are talking about. So if you don't want to be part of what we are doing, good and fine, but we are not going to reduce our standard for you. If you can't meet up our standard, it's up to you. So if you are expecting to come in here and just join the boot camp, at the end of the day, I'm not going to give you that opportunity to answer our name without performing high. So that is my input to that. So the solution, we're all adults. We know what we want. If you don't want to join, don't force anybody to join. All you need to do is make sure there is attendance. We have documented attendance. At the end of the day, we are going to use it to take whichever decision we want to take on anybody here. So, Wokoma Iyenemi.
Good evening, Mr. Charles, and good evening, everyone. My name is Iyenemi Wokoma, and I'll be presenting on behalf of the Abuja Group.
Okay, Iyenemi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Good evening.
Good.
Just a moment. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is the progress report progress update for Abuja for this past week.
Okay.
Our scope is on track. The project is consistent with the original plan. Our schedule is on track as well. The timeline was extended. Our budget we're on budget and to be disclosed by the sponsor. Our quality is good and our resources are adequate. We're working with the resources we have, which is the human resources. Then our milestone, platform localization, like you said last week, that's already been done. Our campaign reports. We've started our campaign. We have we had a physical meeting on the 2nd, on Saturday, and we decided on a few things. We also met virtually as well. And we decided to, as we get, encourage our members to get the t-shirts and caps with which we'll create content and post on our social media handles. That has already started.
This issue of uniform, I will see a record of low participation, but that's okay. But going forward in our boot camp, that's what we've decided. The cost of everything everything we're going to do, both your uniform, the cap, or even an ID card, we are going to incorporate the cost in the boot camp cost. If you want to buy, good. If you don't want to buy, good. But we're not going to be, so that once the boot camp will produce this thing, dispatch it to every other person. It's up to you to wear. If you don't want to wear, good and fine. At the end of the day, it's based on your input, we determine the output you are going to get from the system. But I don't like coming all the time to talk about pay or don't pay. So by the time you do the evaluation and feel you cannot afford it, then you wait till whenever you afford it. As a matter of fact, we are not going to be bringing our costs down and we are squeezing quality out of the system. It's not what I planned for. Carry on.
Okay. Then the other thing is we also agreed that each member of our group should aim to register at least 5 family members and friends. So on the nearest platform.
That's good.
Yes. So we've started with that as well. Then our user acquisition, we've not started on that, and the customer support as well, we haven't started on that. Then risk and issue management. Email proposals to influencers are pending because the domain email for nearas.com is needed to do that.
Yes. Yes, it's going to be at nearas.com. But what I wanted to discuss with the team here is because I'm looking at trying to give every team member a premium email is going to be difficult. So one few people, or are we going to just say maybe abuja@nearas.com and give some people access to the password so they can work with that? Or do we say, okay, Yenemi, because maybe Yenemi is our team lead, we say Yenemi welcome at nearas.com, and every email, it means that the Yenemi will be in charge coordinating it. So we have to either decide, are we going to use the group name, or are we going to appoint someone that is going to manage communication and then use the person as a person. We are not going to use info, because info is what we use. We already have info for our personal communication, and if we give info out, everybody info at inquiry doesn't mean inquiry. So it's going to be, we look at it, we decide. I want decision on that as soon as possible. So everything we submit a name, either somebody's name or their team or the group name. So take a decision on that and come back to me on the name you want, and it's a very easy thing to do that and give you access and password. Or if you want to use maybe, let's say, abuja@nearas.com, means that it's a group email address, then everybody can have, or selected people can have access to the password to use that email. So that is by the by.
Okay. So yes, okay, that's for the email, and there's also letterheads as well. The mitigation for that, because the impact was medium, but mitigation for that is that the team leader is awaiting email and password details from the project sponsor, and also letterheads as well. And the status for that is open. Then marketing materials. I spoke a bit about that as well. Most members are here to purchase the branded materials for outdoor marketing activities. The impact for that is medium, and mitigation, members have been encouraged to purchase the marketing materials. So that will improve physical campaigns, and the status for that is closed. Then our next steps. Project documentation for execution phase. Those responsible, all team members. And our comments, we're awaiting the sponsor's directive or approval for that. The update, raid log, and lesson learned report. Those responsible team members as well, and that's in progress. And for outdoor meetings, still team members responsible, and our due date for that, we have another one planned for the 9th of November, which is next Saturday. So that's all for Abuja. And I'll call on Uyime, our lead, if she has anything else to add to that.
Okay, thank you, Yenemi. Because why I'm just chipping in some points while we are presenting, because we might not have time when everybody have finished to talk about some certain things. So as we are presenting some of these key points, I will be chipping it in. So the issue of partnership, we are not going to be waiting for only influencers. We are going to be thinking out of the box, some strategic moves we can make that can even propel influencers or people to start running after us. You see, we are running after them, but there are some strategic moves we can make and they will start running after us. For instance, we use it because it's something I've seen that is working, partnering with government agencies or even government, like you are in Abuja, let's say Abuja Municipal Council. We know that is a city where we want social activities, vibrant activities, improve tourism. Abuja is somehow that people are here to, identify key areas of tourism or even to have social life. So we can partner with agencies or government bodies to be managing some of these key events, driving activities. And once, like, for instance, we partner with a municipal council, let me just say Abuja Municipal Council Authority, which we have already partnered, and they say that, because I told them we have a lot of businesses queuing up, they say that they are always open for us, seeing what we've done already. If we can partner with this kind of people, managing activity, like event management, there are so many events, festival, carnival. You see some of these influencers who want to come and perform in such events, comedians, they will be looking for us because they want to be part of that event, part of these activities, knowing that government have a hand in that. And you see, it's something that is going to drive us. It's a strategic move we can take. So, and it's not going to cost us much. All we need is send email, and from there, or send a, we already have somebody we know who can use a point person. So if we have connection, the point in any area will have connection, this kind of connection with government officials. So many of us here are working with so many strategic places. So if any of us see area where we can take advantage of this and penetrate, that will be another good move.
If I can come in, please. We actually have, we discussed that as well. And we felt that the marketing materials, the branded outfits would help with us, help us in doing that. So that's one of the things we're hoping to do when we get the things together, because we believe it will help if we're going together wearing the branded materials than just wearing our different outfits.
Yes, yeah, but we have to send start sending proposal first before, because if we are waiting for the material to be ready before sending proposal, if we send proposal and we'll start getting such invitation, it's going to propel a lot of people that want to belong, because a lot of people will always want to identify with success. Once they see that we have started becoming successful, everybody will start queuing up to do whatever you want them to do.
Yeah.
So thank you, Yenemi, for your presentation. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Okay, let's welcome Ahemen. The last name is I don't want Lankwa. Hope I got it right. Ahemen. Okay, it's like Ahemen is not available already. Then let's call Toby.
I'm available. I'm trying to share my screen. Sorry.
So then, if you're available, you respond so that
I'm sorry.
we know that
I didn't know I was on mute. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Charles. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ahemen Lankwa. I'm presenting the weekly project status update report for NERA's team outside Nigeria group. Presenting with me tonight is Abimbola Irabo. For want of time, I'll go straight to the progress summary.
Okay.
Yes, so for scope, we're adhering to the initial scope defined for the project. This scope aligned ensures that we're meeting the set objectives without deviation. For schedule, we're on track. The project remains on schedule, ensuring high quality engagement. For budget, we have managed project cost effectively with no expected expenses reported. Our quality is good. The standards are holding up. For our resources, they are adequate. We have sufficient resources to complete the project successfully. Moving on to milestones, our competitor analysis is completed, though we completed late than planned. The analysis was thorough and revealed key insights which have informed ongoing market and development strategies. Our market strategy is also complete. Our market content include videos and graphic designs, which have been developed successfully. This strategy will be pivotal in attracting users as we launch.
I think you are no longer moving your.
Because I'm still here.
Okay.
Yes. So our customer support setup, we have not started that yet. So for risk and issue management, I will hand over to Abimbola Irabo, my co-presenter.
Hello, everyone. Ariman, please help me with the scrolling. Okay, so for issues and risk and issues management, we observe a significant dropout from the boot camp. About 17 members were confirmed to have left, and this was identified via attendance tracking. And also, the impact on this is medium because although it doesn't have a relative impact on our project timeline, it also affects the team members in the areas of brainstorming for ideas and morals to boost the morals and, when questions, and suggestion arises. And how we were able to mitigate this action was we sent 2 members out to, touch base with them in their DM and do a kind of a follow-up, and check why they were absent, during the project meetings and all of that. And the issues now is resolved, but then we highlighted this as, as an issue on our project. Another thing is that the documentation for Freight Camp, the responsibility is on me, which is Abimbola Irabo, and we have a due date for tomorrow. And I'm trying on my own part to ensure that all documentation from other team members were submitted as at today, by the end of today, and then it will be uploaded accordingly on the Freight Camp. And also the user acquisition and platform testing. The responsibility is on the team members, and we have a due date of November 13, 2024. And we're encouraging all team members to reach out to potential users for initial testing and acquisition. This will allow us to gather early feedback and fine-tune the platform. Additionally, team members are to work on productivity. So we are delegating tasks early, and we have achieved a significant, boost in the area of productivity because we're able to assign team members tasks early, and this has, improved our tasks significantly. Then in the areas of attendance, we have a monitoring tracking in place. We recommend that team members maintain a weekly attendance register to support better performance tracking, especially in the boot camp. And also, this aid us in assessing teams' engagement and to know how their response on the project. And also in the areas of communication, we are maintaining an open and transparent communication because, as we all know, Agile supports openness and transparency. So in this way, we are able to, make sure that team members are heard and their reasons are valid on the project. So and this has been a beneficial input in the success of all our tasks, and we have experienced a significant outcome. And this has also propelled other team members to make sure that all hands are on deck in making sure that the project is moving on track and as it's when due. So our project is well positioned for success, and all our components are on track and completed. And as at right now, we are moving towards the final stage, and our focus is going to be settling the comprehensive customer support and user analysis, which is going to be our next agenda for the following meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Is it network? I can't hear anything.
I can't hear too.
Okay, but Esther.
Good evening, Mr. Charles. Good evening, everybody.
I heard Mahedemen and Abimbola Irabo. I think when I was talking about was commenting on your presentation, I think I was on mute, but you guys did an excellent job, you know. And I said you didn't put on your camera, but you did a good presentation. So let's welcome Obi Esther.
Good evening, Mr. Charles. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Obi Esther, and I'll be presenting for the South NERAS group.
Okay.
Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is our progress summary. The scope of the project is on track. Marketing campaign execution is in progress. Schedule is on track. Extension has been approved, meaning project is on track. While the budget is still budgeting, quality is good, resources are available. The following are the milestones we've achieved so far: project plan, marketing survey, analysis. And the past week, we did our outdoor meeting. During the outdoor meeting, we discussed about reaching out to influencers with email, and the following are some risks that are involved. Deliverability issues. Personalized description. Personalized emails may still face deliverability challenges. Spam filters on platforms like Gmail or Yahoo may block or redirect our emails to spam folders.
We've addressed this issue of email. We said we will let every team give us an email we are going to use, either a team lead or we are going to use the group and give some people access. So we've deliberated on that. So you can move on. So that shouldn't be an issue again.
Okay, so we also have lack of engagement tracking, or should I say keep that one?
No, engagement tracking from team members.
I mean the email, not the team members. To know who opens our emails, who is responding, and who is interested. And
I don't get what you're saying at this point.
I mean tracking our email engagements to know if the influencers we are sending the emails to, if they open the email.
That is not necessary. Once we send the email, we should be looking at who respond, not checking whether they open the email or not. So if they open the email and they don't reply to us, what is it adding to our system? So you are talking about once we send email, whoever responds, then we'll take it from there. And email is not the only means of communication. We'll use other means, not email. So some of these people do not check their email. So whichever we try to identify the best way of communication. If we need to send a physical letter, we send, or even if we need to visit or send someone to visit them, can do it as well. Even if we miss, we go into their social media account and message them from there. We do that. So we're not waiting for email before we can do anything. There's so many means of communication. Email is just one of them.
Okay. So the next step is getting the nearest official email. I believe we talked about that. So, and that is to be carried out by Mr. Ralph and Mr. Isaac. Additional notes, we have drafted some personalized email, but this is going to be sent out if the project sponsor approves it. And during the week, we are going to reach out to the project sponsor to know if the emails we've drafted to each influencers, if they are okay with him, and if they are okay and the email is ready, the nearest official email is ready, then we can now send out.
Okay, on that note, we are going to draft an email template everybody needs to use. So a template is just customize it so that we won't be having different email structure. We'll have a unified structured emailing.
Okay, so I'll stop sharing now.
Okay. Thank you, Esther, for your straight to the point update.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Karimot.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. Now to the progress summary. The scope, the project is still on track, still in alignment with the original plan. For the schedule, we requested for an extension of the timeline, which has been approved by the project sponsor. For the quality, we've been able to turn out good quality, good deliverables. For the resources, we have adequate resources of both manpower and material. Moving on to our milestone. Please, am I audible?
Yes.
Moving on to our milestone. We've been able to design a sample flyer to be reviewed by the project sponsor. So we are waiting on the approval of the proposed design. The email address of the Dean of Student Affairs of UNILAG, we've been able to get our hands on it. So we're waiting for the official email address of NERAS that will be used to send out emails to necessary organizations. Next on the list is the 100 micro influencers list that we are currently compiling, and that's in progress. Moving on to risk and issue management. The first one is T-shirts and caps not ready. The impact is medium. Most of our Lagos members have not paid for T-shirts and caps, so we're putting calls as reminders, and also on a daily basis we send out reminders on the group chat encouraging team members to put in their payments. Secondly, schools are still closed within this period. The impact is low because we've been able to get email address. So pending the time that the schools are open, we're going to send out emails to them. Then once they're open, we'll go for the physical outreach. The third one is there's a national grid collapse. This impact is medium because there's low attendance from team members. So we encourage team members to get alternative power solutions so that they can be able to attend the meetings. So the status is still open. Next step is reaching out to religious organizations to share some flyers. So we are waiting on approval for the flyers to be approved and printed out. So once that has been done, we're going to we're going to plan on how and when to go to the religious organization and several organizations. We are not just limiting ourselves to religious organizations alone. Also, team members have been charged to make at least 3 posts every week on other social media platforms about NERAS. In addition to this, a link to NERAS app must be attached to such posts. Additionally, one of the team members, which is Eugene, he has been tasked to always drop a daily prompt on our group chat, that's the Lagos support group chat, to remind members of the daily posts that are meant to be done on other social media platforms. Then lastly, we're coming up, each team members have been tasked to come up with a list of at least 5 micro influencers. Then we are going to have a final list of all the micro influencers and present it to the team, to the project sponsor rather, sorry. Additional notes, we designed a sample flyer subject to approval by Mr. Charles. And this is the sample flyer we designed. I'm sure the team lead would have sent that to you, sir.
Yeah, I've seen that and it's very beautiful.
Okay, so thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, but the flyer will give it a more critical review so that we should be able to capture quality, value proposition, and a strong call to action. Flyers should, have a strong call to action. Value proposition should come together. Once we see the value proposition, immediately after the value proposition, then the next thing should be call to action. So we need something very sexy that we can use to, attract people with it. Flyer is a very good thing. So if we're able to share flyer, okay, there is one social media platform here in UK, and this social media in UK is trending and is really, but it's meant for UK. It's just like it's for UKs alone, and the name is Nextdoor. That's the name of that social media, and they are doing a lot of things in that particular Nextdoor. That is the name of the social media. A lot of activities going on. How did I get to know about Nextdoor? They came to my house and dropped a flyer from my door, and I picked the flyer as wow. Due to the fact that they have a strong value proposition, I registered to see how it looks like, and it was very beautiful. And since then, I've been part of that social media. So flyer is another good way to capture people in our school. And we'll have small flyer like this. We can print as many as we want at a very affordable cost. Thank you. Karimo, for your presentation is very good.
Thank you, sir.
So the main purpose of this presentation, why we're doing it, is when you do this, even if you are not good at presenting, over time you become kind of refining your confidence. As a leader, you cannot run away from this presentation. As a project manager or a business analyst, you can't. And all of us, so many of us are good, just that we've not had opportunity to do it. So, Mohammed Sanusi.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Charles. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. The floor.
Okay, my name is Mohammed Sanusi. I'm representing the Northern Group. So I will just go ahead and then share my screen.
Okay.
The screen sharing is coming up. Yes.
No worries. So we know network. So if you have time, so
is my is it sharing now? Can you see my
it's
screen?
not for me. I don't know about others, but for now, it's not sharing. Okay, if you are having challenges, maybe a network, then let's give another person, then you come back. Maybe by the time you test where to see where the challenges if it's network, and we'll come back to you. Is that okay?
Okay, let me just try one more time. Let me try one more time, sir.
Okay. Okay. Are you using a phone?
Yes, since the laptop is used to
Can see using your phone is not going to work because we can't see you. I won't be able to see her. So
okay, and the issue is about to go out. I'm just having okay question.
okay. Maybe it's near network or whatever, but I can see you are using both your laptop and your phone. And okay, while you keep on trying to fish out the problem, let's call Uzamaka Uzo Igwe.
Okay.
Okay, seems Uzamaka is not here for us. Tommy Alafi.
Good evening, sir.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Are you presenting for which group?
Okay. My name is Tommy Alafe. I'm presenting for the Southwest team. I want to share my screen now.
Okay.
Can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
So, for the project progress summary, the scope, we are on track. According to the scope of the project, we are on track.
You are not present. You are, well, I can see you, but I can't see your screen. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
I can see you, but not your screen.
Let me share again.
Okay. Because of time, some of you, okay, your screen is coming. You're already presenting.
Okay. Can you see my progress summary page now?
Not fully presenting, just not fully presenting. We can't say that yet.
Okay.
But because of time, we are not going to be waiting to, as long as we can see his network, we can see we are trying to present. Okay, it's coming up now. So
okay. So I think you can see my screen now, right?
Yes, and Yes, please, because we've wasted some time, so be fast so that we can accommodate. We have
Okay.
2 teams that have not presented.
Okay, so I'll be fast with it.
All right.
So we are on track. We are on schedule. The budget is also on track, and we have adequate resources. So for our milestone for this week, concerning our user acquisitions, we have been engaging our neighbors, friends, and co-workers on nearas.com. Then we have completed the platform localization, because right now we can now make payments in Naira on Nearas. Then we're also able to complete our e-flyer design and a video advert, which we'll be using for our marketing campaign for Nearas. So for our risk and issues management, we actually plan to design 2 videos for the video advert, but one of them, the system that was used crashed, which is also a risk, which has delayed the second video. And we plan to
Yeah, I saw the one of the videos is extremely good. It's just that the voice is AI voice. So if that is the only flaw there, so if we have someone who can present that idea very well, that's going to be very top notch. You know, people these days, because of AI is everything, when we see natural content, it tends to stand out these days.
All right, sir. We'll work on that. By next week, we'll be able to do something with natural voice.
Yeah.
And we'll also be able to present the second video. And our next step is that for this week, we are going to be running ads on social media like Facebook, Telegram, and Instagram, using these flyers and videos so that people can register, sign up for Nearas when they see this ad. So this is the design for our flyers that was done.
Yeah, the flyer is good. So it's good. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
But before we start, we need to have a session on how to come up with I've made a comment on that. A good value proposition linked with good call to action. You know, so what people are looking at, what are the benefits they are getting? So, but this is a good start. We have to refine on what we have. So, but that's a good start. And by the time I can see you guys are very active, by the time we'll give it a bit of refinement, we'll come up with a stronger and more beautiful content to share out.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
So thank you so much. Okay. Sanusi was trying to, I don't know if Sanusi will be able to rectify his problems. So
okay, sir.
So if you have not been able, just talk to us, and because we don't have time to wait, it might be network issue, so you can just talk to us and can give you a section to talk to us, seeing all the efforts you are making to present.
Okay, so I'm still having the same issues. Still not coming up seriously.
Okay, you need to talk to us. That way, you might not present, but you have to put on your camera.
Okay. Let me.
Are you wearing boxers? You know you are going to present, so you should have put on your tie.
Not at all, sir.
Okay. Please stop laughing. Sanusi, please carry on. We don't have much time.
Exactly.
Cool.
All right, so I'll
just go straight to the risks you guys are having and the key issues that you guys want to deliver.
Okay. So the risk and issue management. So number one on the list is the total power blackout in the northern region. This risk is very much open, especially for we here in Kano State. The power has been restored, but most part of the state are still having that issue. So the risk is still open. And then this risk has affected us. It has really affected the team's collaboration in the past few days. And also, so we've not been able to, okay, this particular risk is closed. The second risk, which is we've not been able to get clarity on the direction of the execute phase. It has been closed. And also the number 3 risk, which has to do with our team member that left, has also been closed. So these are the 3 risks that we have. And then for the next step, we have the implement platform localization and then user acquisition. So this is responsible to all the team members are responsible for this task, and then the due date is yet to be set. And also we have implement marketing strategy, which we are working on. The due date has not been set yet, but we are working on it. And also we've started approaching influencers, but since we don't have a formal email or letter of introduction, we've not written anything to them, but we've been approaching them individually. And also for additional notes, we don't have anything. So that's it from our answer.
Okay. Based on the power supply, like you said, will be restored is a big issue, because if there is no power supply, there's nothing. Everything we do require power, light, and so. But I hope that will be sorted out. And yeah, on the issue of you said direction, you said that is closed as well. So I believe you guys should know the direction by now, and you guys are very active based on what you guys done before. I believe you guys can be able to do something strong from the north, and we really want that to happen. So that's it, and yeah. We need more. We need more vibe from you people. You know the way the northern people used to. So I know what you guys can do. So more especially this particular team. So yeah, thank you for all the efforts you try to make to present. I know at times it can be that way, but it's okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Saratu Abdul Salam.
Good evening, Mr. Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, everyone. I'm great. So let me try to share my screen.
You're presenting for Rivers?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Please, can you see my
Not
screen?
yet.
Let me try again.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Okay, sir.
It's coming up or not yet. We've yet to, yes, you are here.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Charles. I'm Abdusalam Saratu, representing Rivers State, the project update status for this week, for last week. So I'll go straight to our milestones. So for the first milestone here, we are sending links to friends and family, inviting them to join the NERAS platform. So we encourage team members to share links to their friends and family members. We're also reaching out to influencers. Most of them needed proposal stating the monetary benefits alongside the shares. Then we need
Yes,
uniform
on
correspondence to influencers.
on this inviting family members or friends, if we need to make progress on that, we need to have a matrix to, gauge, like saying the first person that talk about it, say like, yeah, five friends or family. So everybody invite 5 people from your family or friends group. So, but if you make it very open, then it might not really be active. So just let's say minimum of 5 people, and that will make it more smart, using smart approach.
Okay, sir. So an email address should be created for states and region with NERAS domain. I sent a message to the project sponsor and
Yeah, we've addressed that. So we said every group should give us the name they want. So either group name or an individual name that will represent them. So it's there for you people to come up with something that will work for you.
when they try to log in the NERAS platform, they are supposed to verify their email to continue the registration, but most of them did not see the mail. I also tried it as phone and the mail did not come. So other people had the same issues. So the mitigation or resolution strategies that development team should ensure that new users the mail to enable them complete their registration process. Not available yet. Project sponsor
So
should
please,
make the premium email available to team members. The project team lead has sent a message regarding that. So our next step is the sir.
Oh, carry on, carry on. We can't hear you anymore. I don't know if it's network.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So our next step, the execution stage, we are still awaiting directive from the project sponsor as regards the marketing campaign. Then we also encourage branding. We motivate team members to procure NERAS branded outfits and the user acquisition awareness campaign. There is continuous effort in reaching out to identify influencers with detailed proposal. So there is no additional note, and that's it from Rivers State team. Thank you, sir. Okay. The network is bad. Okay. Hello, good evening. Okay. The network is off.
We can hear you.
The
Okay,
network is
thank you very
generally
much.
the network
The
is
network
generally
is
poor.
very bad at my end.
It's okay. Can see network is really affecting us, but it's okay. We've been able to capture what is going on in every camp, and I want to say thank you everybody for all the efforts. Executing a project is not easy. If you're expecting it to be easy, then you know you are kidding. Even experienced project managers, it's not easy for them executing projects. So we are doing well, and all we need to do is to remain committed, and we can do it. So this NERAS is a big project. I don't know the way you are seeing it from, but for me, it's a very big project. So, and it's something we have to take seriously. So I want active participation, and I want some of us to be active part owners of this. I talk about it passively. We are going to have a session where we are going to talk about in details. I want people to have, after every boot camp, I want people that participated in that boot camp to have part ownership of that particular startup or project. That way, some people, because over time, when we are working on a project, some people develop passion over the project they are working on. And it's just like a nursing mother, you're just trying to take away the child out of a nursing mother, they are not going to be happy. So that's why if you really have passionate about what you are doing, you have a stake, or you have a reason to continue to be part of the project even after the boot camp. But if such a thing do not happen, it will be difficult to see some of us being part of the project. They work tirelessly, they committed in trying to see that the project work out. Or it's not because maybe if we go out to source for, maybe if we want to expand or do something extra, it's not going to be difficult. With a good presentation outside there, we'll see one big man will come and donate one lump sum of money and buy the full ownership of the company. But what happened to us? At the end of the day, they might not really be doing what we want them to, or they might not be giving us. So I want us here to have ownership. This way, we'll be happy, and more people seeing what we are doing. It's going to be a way we work for ourselves, create platform that is working for us, and we are going to be enjoying the benefit, the proceed. And we can do that without even so much money. So that's the thing I'm looking at. We are still doing evaluation, working on that to see that we'll come up with a strong plan to do that. So we're going to have a session where I want us to talk about it. I want to capture your feedback on that. to know everybody's mindset, and then see how we are going to refine our strategy to make sure that that becomes a success. So thank you, guys. So we don't have much time because I have another class. Well, if you have anything to say before I join another class, can see say that. Okay, I can see we don't have much to say at this point. So thank you for all your contribution. The update is good. We are still on good track. We're on track. So, and I'm very happy with our performances in different zones. So I'm going to leave you at this point so I can get the next meeting I have running. So, can you guys hear me? It seems like I'm no longer audible.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so
Charles.
much.
Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Charles.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.